Hey there, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising. Welcome to your reading for August 15th through the 22nd. I am recording this on the 8th on the Lion's Gate, and you will be able to see it on the 10th. So by the time you see it, it'll be right before that full moon that's happening in Aquarius. And so this will give you the opportunity to have a really good view of what you want to focus your energy on next week, using the energy of being in the Lion's Gate, which we are in until the 22nd, and also using the energy of that very powerful full moon that is happening square your the south node in your sign. And so, wow, you have a lot happening here. All right, on Monday and Tuesday, the moon is in Aries, and you have the opportunity here. You have, it's like a seed of joy that is getting ready to pop through the earth. So allowing yourself to really step into this beautiful energy. You have the emerging. I am emerging into the light with joy and ease. I almost feel like, you know, when the south node is in your sign, it's like being in this deep, dark tunnel, and I feel like you're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it comes with the joy card. Joy and ecstasy flow wildly through me, and freely. And then you have, when the moon moves into Taurus, which is opposing your sign, you have the time for nurturing and awakening dreams, the garden, and you have these beautiful little sand cranes here. The sand cranes, well, I guess they're snow cranes. They always make me think a partnership when those show up. And so it's almost as though it's a shared dream that you have. And it may be that you're awakening to the dream of your higher self, what you came in here to do, or it could be in collaboration with someone else. When the moon moves into Gemini, which is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you have the Osprey. Ooh, your success is now at hand. Allow the abundance to flow effortlessly to you, and that you have the Finch. New opportunities and choices are opening to you now. Claim them. You have something that is really opening up to you. This garden, this nurturing energy is just reminding you to take care of yourself, to chase down your dreams. And it feels like a seedling, right? Like it's a seedling of an idea. It's a seedling of a new project. It's a seedling of a new relationship. And there's some kind of a dream here that's being offered to you that you are being encouraged to nurture it in order to grow it into something. And I almost feel like you're coming out of a time where you thought this is not possible, because the key to the situation here, we have the Queen of Spirals. She's called the Muse here. And so it's like the Queen of Wands. So in your heart center, the key to the situation is knowing that you have the ability to create and manifest out of what seems like a barren desert. You can create fertility. Wow, these cards. Okay, there you go. And there's your card. You are the phoenix rising from the ashes. That is a card that always screams Scorpio to me. It is the card of judgment. And so this time of judgment is coming where you get to make a major choice and decision. And I think at the end of the week, you are very close to making this choice and decision, because you end up... I want to encourage you to do it from a very intuitive, that is one of your superpowers, an intuitive space where you weigh out the options, but in the end you allow your heart space to help you create the dream that you're wanting to create. Look, it's the 20. That's a 2. The lower echo of the 2 is the 2 of Wands, Swords, Pentacles, and who am I missing? Swords, Pentacles, Cups. And so that energy of the 2, also the card of Justice. It's an 11, sort of a 2. It's that energy of making a decision that is in karmic balance, that allows you to choose intuitively, the High Priestess, the 2, what decision you're going to make here to move yourself forward. And so really leaning into your own intuition. So here in your thoughts, in the recent past, what you've been focusing on, we have the 7 of Stones, the 7 of Pentacles. This is looking at a situation and saying, is this enough? Oh, they just said, is this all there is? Wow. Okay, so she's sheltered. She's sitting in the shelter. But is this enough? Or do you want to turn around and get in flow? There's a river behind you. Get in flow with spirit and see where it takes you. In the area of the heart space where the energy has been being drained, nibbled away, you know, where the confidence is being eroded, you have the Six of Spirals or the Six of Wands. It is as though that you reached a point of something that you thought was a pinnacle of success. I've achieved this. But for some reason, it doesn't hold the emotional satisfaction that you thought, because the obstacle is the Ten of Mirrors, the Ten of Cups. With this Phoenix, goodness gracious, look. With this Phoenix, so in this deck, the mirrors are the reflections of things around you, but this is surrounded by rainbows, and it almost actually looks more like a dove of peace than the Phoenix to me, although it has the same colors. And so all this ribbon of joy and everything, this is what you thought you were achieving, but something about it does not feel victorious anymore. So how do you transform the situation? You have the Two of Mirrors. This is finding that right partnership. So it could be business. It could be a creative project. It could be a romantic relationship. But, you know, we also have this here, which definitely looks like more of an intimate nature. So this does not mean that you are going to leave your partner. This means that you could be leaving, making the choice to leave behind a situation, an argument, a thing. You know, you have the opportunity to say, okay, wait, every time we go through this cycle here, or we talk about this, or we move, it doesn't work. How can we fix this? How can we have the conversation? How can we do it differently? Because you also have the Queen of Scrolls, the Queen of Swords. This is definitely about judgment. Again, the Queen of Swords is very discerning. She's writing a letter. There needs to be good communication. So, connecting, she's writing something. And so sometimes in a marriage, when you speak to each other, it's hard to have a conversation, because as soon as you start talking, the other person is already thinking about what they want to say, and they want to defend themselves, or they want to explain something or whatever, and they're not actually listening. And I feel like that really can sometimes hinder communication. And sometimes what really works well is to take a pad of paper and a pen and go to your separate corners and sit down and write out what you're thinking and what you're feeling, and then you exchange them, and you have an opportunity to read what the other one is saying. They get everything out without being interrupted. You have time to see everything they're saying, digest it, then you write a response to what they say. And know this sounds like, why can't we just sit down and have this conversation? But sometimes that's difficult. Sometimes it's difficult for two people in general, but sometimes it's difficult because of this one really touchy, sore conversation that needs to be had. And so sometimes doing that really enables you to create a conversation that promotes what you're looking for, because you have here the Queen of Scrolls, the Page of Scrolls, and the Two of Scrolls all in the current and moving forward. And so there's a lot of issue around this communication, and how do you have that? Because on your mind, you're trying to create the Four of Wands, the happy home life. You want this. This is very important. You're trying to manifest this, and there's a need to nurture that relationship. If you're not currently in a relationship and you're seeking a relationship like that, then what it's about is nurturing yourself so that you can be open, because we are mirrors, and we draw and attract to us people who have the same wounds and who also have the same great things about them, because we're drawn and attract. Like attracts like. So if we've had a really difficult childhood, you're probably going to end up in a relationship with someone else who had a difficult childhood. The question is, can you learn how to work through it and grow together? It's always about growing and learning, and so it doesn't make it a toxic situation. It makes it a mirror. This is showing you there is somebody in your life that's mirroring back to you what you're putting out there. So if you're putting out the effort, you should be able to get someone that mirrors back the effort. But if you're not putting any effort in, you will find that no effort is mirrored back to you, and that's when people drift apart. And so these two are very close together in both of these. And so there's the snow also. It says awakening the dream. This is like after a period of cold shoulder, of isolation, of winter. Almost, I'm seeing the Four of Swords. Like I needed to heal. I needed to get through this time when you were not communicating. I feel like the floodgates of communication can open up, but you are going to have to take the initiative because it is on you. The onus is on you to start the communication process. Also, out of the winter comes the emerging that brings the joy in, right? And so the communication, though, is up to you because you are the one in the action to take that has the Queen of Scrolls that's writing the letters. So you need to initiate the conversation. The Page of Scrolls here is in the heart space. The Page of Scrolls is starting out on a journey. She's got there's a butterfly here too. She's got her stick. She's getting ready to walk. She's got her lantern. She is ready to walk into places she doesn't know. She's taken with her wisdom. She's got a companion animal there, the camel. The camel is about having strength and fortitude, courage to move forward, and adaptability to the environment. And so this is a brave, intrepid traveler in the heart space. You are possibly opening yourself up and having conversations that you have never been able to have before. And so maybe writing it literally makes it easier than sitting down and saying it because you can edit, but I want to encourage you to speak from the heart because out of the desert you can create something beautiful, verdant, and full of life. The outcome card is the Two of Scrolls. This is the black, the subconscious. This is the wings are purple, but they remind me of the violet flame. And so it's almost as though the secrets, the things that you don't think anybody else wants to see, the deepest, darkest, what you consider the worst parts of you are going to be brought up to the light. This could be you literally just journaling for yourself. Okay, and releasing. When you bring it up to the light, then you can turn it over and you can allow it to be burned off in the violet flame. There's a violet flame meditation in the description box below. It's the music that was literally recorded during the eclipse at an Aquarius eclipse, so it's perfect for this full moon. And it is the opportunity to release and let go, and so you can literally burn if you're journaling to yourself about whatever you're trying to release, the angers, the resentments, the hurts, whatever, you can burn them and imagine that you're turning them over and the violet flame transmutes them into the bright light. It is a very healing thing to do. So there is a need to delve a little deeper into your subconscious, not only yours, but your partner's, and have the difficult conversations, whether you can have them together or not. So they've been working on and off on the internet, and I never know when it's going to be jacked up, and it just went jacked up again. So sorry about that. But we're almost done. So the phoenix rising from the ashes, it's almost as though rising from the ashes of the violet flame. When you release and let go of what you think is not good about you or not good about a relationship or whatever, that is when you get to recreate out of seemingly nothing, the most beautiful garden that you can imagine. All right, so it's done through really, there's a conversation that needs to be had, maybe with yourself, maybe with a significant other. So that's kind of the energy of this week. On Facebook every day, I go through the energy of the day. There is a video that I put out for this week. Well, actually, no, the one for this week will come out on Sunday. If you want to get together with me and when I do the premiere and chat, love to have you come along. The week that you're watching this in, there is a video already up for the Lionsgate and this full moon that is happening tomorrow if you are watching this on the 10th. All right, you guys take really good care of yourself. You're on a very deep, spiritually renewing, releasing journey when the South Node is in your sign, and you still have, it looks like almost another 6 or so months to go. So you're at the halfway point. You're past the halfway point. It is an 18-month journey. And so keep going. Keep going. Look for the light within. and follow the breadcrumbs to help you figure out where it is that you go from here. It's really beautiful. All right, you guys take good care, and I'll talk to you soon.